The return of the football season locally and abroad is expected to further boost the sports betting industry. South Africa's gambling industry generated just over 47 billion rands in revenue, the highest amount recorded according to the National Gambling Board. Punters bet more than 418 billion rand on their favorite sports teams. Business reporter Ntokozo Khumalo joins us now to give us the lay of the land or in terms of whether South Africans are bigger bettors on the continent and what people are betting on. Good morning, Ntokozo. Thank you so much for your time and for joining us this morning. I mean, we do see that a lot of South Africans are feeling the pinch in terms of high unemployment rates and, of course, the economic pinch. Are we finding that more and more people are resorting to betting in order to put food on the table?
Indeed, Katlego, and that's sort of the sentiment that we've been getting this morning since we did the headlines. We are here outside the Super Bets in downtown Johannesburg. And it's really, Katlego, speaking to that point, it is early morning, 9:30 in the morning, but since we arrived here, old, young, women, men walking in and out of Super Bets to make their bets. Some of the people that we are going to talk to a little bit later on today, when we had sort of that preview chats with them, telling us it really is on the back of the rising cost of living, trying to stretch the income that they make on a monthly basis a little bit further. So we have certainly seen a rise, particularly, gambling driven by sports betting here in South Africa. But when it comes to, looking at the continent, East Africa still kind of leading the way when it comes to sports betting, Kenya being one of the countries where most sport betting takes place, but South Africa coming in at a close second. And as you said in your intro, Katlego, the industry being worth around 47 billion rand or making revenue of about 47 billion rand last year, over 417 billion rand in bets made. And if viewers are asking themselves, why such a variance between the revenue and the bets made? It's because a lot of the punters, who put in their money on their favorite team, actually recycle their winnings. So putting back that winnings to take their chances at making a little bit more money on their next bet and so on. So certainly the industry growing, and we are going to be looking to speak to, of course, Super Bets to just talk us through some of those numbers and growth parts. We saw, multi-choice also in partnership with Nigerian Kingmakers. So some losses seen in that initial, 6 billion rand investment made by multi-choice there into the super sports bets, but hoping, of course, to expand into the rest of the continent. So the industry really, Katlego, seeing potential there. But we also have to focus on the dangers of gambling and sports betting, Katlego. So we are also going to get insights into how people can really protect themselves emotionally, but also financially, that they don't put the very last money that they have into betting and risking losing it all. So we are going to give those updates throughout the day, Katlego.
And of course, that aviator game being a favorite amongst those that are betting, we certainly do hope to hear in terms of ways that people can protect themselves in terms of not putting too much money on betting. Thank you so much for that update. That's our business reporter, Ntokozo Khumalo.